Hi, and welcome back for my July wrap-up. July was a quiet reading month. I only read 2 books, but they were both really amazing. I am flying home for the first time in a year, which also means that I'm flying home to a lot of books. So I plan to catch up on a lot of reading in these next few months. So please look forward to that and stick with me for this short wrap-up. The first book I read in July was The Death of Vivek by Akwaeke Emezi. 1. They burned down the market on the day Vivek died. This book actually has it all. Immaculate writing, a gripping plot, lovable, memorable characters, heartwarming and heartbreaking moments. The Death of Vivek is packed with moving moments, as Vivek's loved ones deal with the grief, guilt, regret, and every other possible emotion that comes with losing someone you love. Out of all the storylines surrounding Vivek's death, Vivek's mother Kavita's search for what happened to her son is the one that stuck with me the most. Her journey of mourning and reminiscing the son she remembers and discovering the son she finds was so touching. I reread Kavita's recollection of her last breakfast with Vivek so many times because it's one of the most beautiful things I've read this year. There's themes of family dynamics, identity, love, and loss told through a mystery written in a poetic and elegant prose. For the spread, I decided to focus on the beautiful colors on the cover that I own. I cut out some flowy shapes in orange, pink, red, and gray paper. On the left, I stuck a Polaroid photo of the books as a title page, and on the right, I left some space within the pieces of colored paper to write a short review of the book. The second book I read was On Earth We're Briefly Gorgeous by Ocean Vuong. From the start of this book, I was so struck by how beautifully written this was. I have really rediscovered my love for poetic writing through this book. On Earth We're Briefly Gorgeous is written from the perspective of his son, writing a letter to his mother who can't read. He talks to her about their family history, both from their time in Vietnam and in America, and also about their relationship. It reads just like a very raw and honest letter, sharing his perspective and experiences, not just of his relationship with his family, but also on race, class, addiction, masculinity, violence, trauma, but it does so in a very soft-hearted and loving way. Having just finished this book, I don't think my thoughts on this are even very coherent, but all I can say is it is a must-read. I would recommend this to anyone just for the absolutely breathtaking writing alone. I ended up not annotating this book at all because every word, every sentence, just so beautiful. The plot is rather loosely structured, so it might not be everyone's favorite, but the writing is just stunning. For the spread on the left side, I drew some monarch butterflies, one of the main allegories in the book. If you're not sure how to draw butterflies, I have some close-ups here, and actually for these I followed a quick tutorial in one of Amanda Rachley's videos, which I will link below. And on the right, I put a piece of a map, which I also thought was on theme for this book, and then I put a little envelope and a piece of paper as a letter, and wrote the beginning sentences of the book. Since I'm still processing, I didn't want to write a review which couldn't possibly express this right, so I will save that for my reread, which will definitely happen sooner rather than later. That was it for this month, a very short wrap-up. Make sure to subscribe to see the upcoming book content and like the video if you enjoyed the spreads. Thank you for watching and see you next time.